Well, hello once again to another Sunday's evening of possible train wreck. And trust me, with my sister, thank you for showing up again.
Absolutely.
As got planned, is going to be a train wreck, not for her. She's going to have lots of giggles and other things going on, but I may not. I may be crying by the time this is done. But here we are. So, anyway, I can't see the chat yet.
It's popping up. It's popping up. It's starting to roll in. They're starting to roll in. One thing that I wanted to throw to your attention, Shane, I talked to Travis today. He was really disappointed in the first episode that you and your sister did.
Go ahead.
He says, can you make Travis have, or can you make Shane have more of a train wreck? That wasn't much of a train wreck last week.
You know what's funny is last night he texted me. He says, "You going on tonight?" I said, "No, I'll probably just wait till tomorrow." And he goes, "Okay, good. I want to go on early so I can get to bed." So
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. So anyway, welcome y'all. Today is, we could do this retro, but I won't. Today is the 2nd of 2022. That's a lot of two.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hope that this year is much better than the last year and a half we have had, with less flip-flop and more happiness, more family time, whether that be me, my sister, and Mike, and everybody in chat, or, personal family themselves. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. So if y'all have any requests of what you would like to hear from her, or maybe just hear from her, not me, either way, just let me know in the chat. If you want to see less of Mike, tough crap, he's here. Anyway.
Well, I kind of heard something talked about backstage where they might see a lot less of you, Shane, a lot less on you. For all you ladies out there have been wishing, you might get to see it tonight. I'm not sure.
Y'all watch that show where that little old gal went to Nashville and she was trying to be a big music star, and John Goodman was in it. Coyote Ugly. Oh, yeah. That movie. And he starts taking his clothes off. They're going, take it off, take it off. He starts taking off. They're going, put it on, put it on.
Put it on.
I'm scared that's what's going to happen tonight. So, but either way, it's going to be a lot of fun for y'all.
Well, y'all have a lot of fans in the chat right now. There's Bonnie and John and Rocksteady and Edna and who else did I see in there? Liz Grizz, Donna, Tracy Q, Chrissy, Mimi, and there's a lot of.
I've got to delete. It's
there's D-Dog. A lot of D-Dog. Delete him right away. That's one. Hello, D-Dog. Happy New Year. Just a lot of them in there saying hello to you and Leisha. A lot of them.
I'm going to tell you. You know why I brought Leisha on? Because it's so easy to get fans. I bring that pretty girl anywhere I go, and I'll tell you what, I got fans. People love me.
Oh, nothing like being used by your brother.
Got to get some use out of you. Hell.
I guess. Hello, everybody. I haven't said anything yet, but hi. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Sherry. I've seen a couple people say hi to me, so hello, everyone. Oh, and John.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how fast this is going to fill up. Hell, we lost 2 faster than we gained 2. Boy, that's going to be a wreck. So anyway, so what would you like to visit about this evening? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Me?
Yeah, we're not going to start with that other crap right out the gate.
I would love to visit about some of our past experiences as a family and some of the fun things we used to do together, some traditions, some interesting stories about our family reunion.
Okay.
And that. So actually you started the family reunion back in 2007, I think. We only made it about 7 years doing it. But it was fun. We would all get campers and head to the lake and camp for a weekend. Shane's a good cook. He would grill out, cook big meals. So yeah, tell me why you wanted to start that and how you got us all to do that.
Well, what started it is 2 weeks before that, I went camping and I was with a girlfriend and I was with Scotty Getch. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
And his wife. And we just had a really good time. I was missing the family and everybody was just spread out. And I thought, this would be a lot of fun with my family because they're all psycho. This would be a blast. We'd scare the hell out of everybody at this lake. And we did. But anyway, so I just started calling all the family. I told my mom and her husband and Bobby and all of them. I said, I'll pay for all of you. Y'all just show up. And it was even you. And 2 weeks later, everybody was there for the first one. And everybody's walking around confused. And boy, that's the best time we had was that.
And that was 2007.
Yeah, that was 2007. I think was our very first.
And what lake did you guys go to?
The lake we was at is a little lake about 75 miles from Beaver, Oklahoma. It's over by Woodward, Oklahoma. It's called Port Supply. And there's an insane asylum right there too. So I knew we was close to home. So I knew if everybody got out of line, we wouldn't have far to go to get a good nap, and then we'd come back the next day, and we should be okay. So we just booked rooms over there. We didn't have to have a camper the first year. We just booked rooms over there.
No, you're pulling.
No, we brought campers.
She just said that you brought campers. I'm like, how's this story changing all of a sudden?
Trying to make it interesting so people.
It's your story, Shane. It's your story. You tell it how you want.
Yeah, she better finish from here because boy, I can go off the rails on this one.
Well, so when we started that, I honestly was not looking forward to it at all, but it instantly became a hit. And my gosh, like I said, we did it for 7 years straight. Everybody would either bring their camper, bring their tents. It grew from probably just our immediate core and then started friends and extras. This is kind of how we do things. And it got to be probably around 30 or 40 people there at the end. We, a little bit about our family is that we don't all have the same father. Actually, I don't know that there's only a couple sets that have the same dad. So I think there's about 5 dads. So we don't really have a last name that you can use, like a Gibson family reunion or anything. So it was probably about the 3rd or 4th. It was like the 4th year we were gathering. We're like, we're going to make this official. We got to come up with something to call ourselves. We can make it a staple. We'll order shirts. It'll be this whole big thing. And kicked it around a little bit. And I think my oldest brother and I came up with the Huda tribe. And because we don't know we are. So that was always our saying. Is if you're not a Huda then who the fuck are you? And that was our kind of funny tribal name that we come up with. Excuse my language. It was spelled wrong.
It was me and you because we took it off of the what was that show where everybody would go out and they'd have to compete, but they lived on islands. They had tribes.
Survivor?
Yeah, Survivor.
Yeah,
it was me and Lisa that got that. It was it was off for Survivor.
So we had shirts made up. We all wore our shirts that you got to put up a family photo up.
I'm pulling it up now
of us and our wonderful.
Well, I'm going to put up the shirt first, and you're going to explain it because I don't want to look like the bad guy on this one.
Well, Shane.
Here's the back of our church.
Yeah. See, we spelled it right. It's a tribe. It's a tribe name.
That is cool.
Who the fuck out?
Really cool.
You remember they always had all them screwed up names on Survivor, so we had one. Who the fuck are we?
Awesome.
If you're not a who the fuck are we, then
yeah.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's too funny. But yeah, so let's see. So tell me then, Shane, about your fondest memory of our 7-year stint that we spent together there on the lake in our skivvies. In our skivvies.
Your skivvies were a lot more skivvier than the rest of ours, I can tell you.
I don't know. I've got photos.
Yeah. I hope Tammy's watching right now. Tammy, please be watching right now. You want dirt on Shane, it's coming. And Shane, you got to learn as a host. Make sure that you save the best piece for the very last. Make them stay and wait for it. Don't throw the best piece out right at the beginning, because then they could just leave and go to bed. Make them stay till the very end to see Shane with less clothes on or whatever you guys got planned for.
I don't know what she's got in mind, but she hadn't sent it to me, and I damn sure won't send it. If it's any skivvier than what I've got, I promise I will not share that screen. Because that must have been pretty late after one of them karaoke nights. And
oh, okay. There you go. Karaoke. That was one of my funnest things, I think, about the whole thing was our oldest brother would bring his karaoke machine and we would set it up. I don't know, plug it into the camper somehow. Anyway, we had karaoke going. We had TV. We brought TVs and they were all sitting outside and we would all gather around a fire and the TV and sing into fake microphones. And that was always, and that would last until 2, 3 in the morning. We'd had other campsites would come over like, what the heck are these people doing?
We had 150 people over at our camp before. They just all come over. So everybody looking for a good time. And, quiet time's 11. And the cops would come by and just wave and just let us go because everybody was there. No one was there.
So, Leisha, who was the best singer out of the family group? Not all the camps that showed up. Who was the best singer out of the whole family group?
Our brother Bobby is a fantastic singer. Has sang his entire life. Used to be in a band. Wrote his own songs, had his own music produced around the songs. So I would say he can sing anything on the spot.
He can beller, huh? Shane,
oh my gosh.
You got to do a family episode where you get Bobby on here to sing. You really should.
Oh
I'll tell you, he went against here in Oklahoma. So he went against in, I think it was Enid, Oklahoma is where he first did it. He went against this little old gal. It was real pretty, but couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. And he waxed her, but she was so pretty. And I'll show you a picture of my brother here in a minute. It might explain.
Are you talking about Nashville Star? Was that what he was trying?
Yes, when he first did that.
Yeah.
And she won and he got second. Well, then he goes again, and it was a Nashville Star, but it was through the Christian something. But anyway, they go to Oklahoma City for the finals. And he gets beat by the same girl again. And everybody that was in there, that was in the audience, stood up and walked out when he didn't win. Guess who this little old gal was?
Well, you've told me, but I've already forgotten.
Miranda Lambert. And that is a true story. Anybody can look it up. It's out there. So he was pretty impressive. And you look at this guy. Yeah, I got one. You look at this guy and you're going, really? He reminds you. You watch Montgomery and Gentry. Mm-hmm. One of them good looking. One of them's
bald headed.
The other one, yeah. Anyway.
Bobby was good looking in his teenage years, and he's a good looking fellow. He's kind of like a
and you can't miss him.
You hear him before you see him. That's how we've always described Bobby. You hear him before you see him.
Sometimes, Leisha, I hear him in the background when I'm on the phone with Shane. I hear Bobby in the background.
You hear him before you see him.
I've never seen him before, but I've heard him.
Show the one of Sean.
Yeah, that's what I was
gives them a
going
good
for.
sense of you hearing before you see him. Our poor little
This
brother.
is a sad story, but it's hilarious. My little brother was in hospice. He was passing away from cancer, and they was gonna go ahead and pull early, and Bobby wasn't there yet, and I kind of ripped on everybody that was in sight, and they kind of left it alone. And my older brother showed up, and I said, "He's here, so give it a few minutes so he can come up." And he got up there, and my little brother Joey, he goes, "Yeah, I knew you was here. I could hear you when you pulled in."
Yeah, that's Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah.
I hope
He's
Bobby's watching right now. Is Bobby watching right now? Come on, Bobby.
Well, if not, good thing this is recorded. I hope it is. I didn't hit record or nothing. Was I supposed to?
It automatically records. You're right.
Good. I'll send it to him on Facebook.
It's on Facebook already. We're live on Facebook.
Well, then he might be grasping this one. He's not going to be real impressed with me.
So yeah, Bobby's the singer. But like I said, I think everybody can sing. I don't know that I've heard any of us that can't carry a tune.
Sean,
well, I guess I've never heard him sing. Yes, I have. He can play the guitar and sing. He and RJ used to do that.
his guitar's so loud you can't hear him. So yes, he sounds really good. All right, guys, this is a really old picture, so don't giggle. I'm not in it, but it's a really good old picture.
You are totally in it.
Would you shut up?
If you can't pick Shane out immediately, you better get your prescriptions checked because Shane, you can't miss Shane.
Oh, that stash.
Yeah.
I was 16 years old.
You were older than that, weren't you?
No, where that picture was, that was out
probably
at our, that was
my
out at our
11th birthday or
I don't
something
know.
like that.
All right,
Yep,
explain who everybody is for the audience.
So obviously the one making the crazy face that looks like it's loud, he just looks loud. That's Bobby. And the poor little guy covering his ears, that's our little brother Sean, who just, God, every time Bobby was around, he was singing and talking really loud, and Sean would just cover his ears and cry. Then that's me in the little cute little headband. I think that was my 11th birthday party. And then my little sister being held by my big sister. Obviously, that's Shane behind them. And that's our late brother, Joey, beside Shane, who surprisingly, maybe this isn't surprising, and you can answer this, Shane. Do you feel like Joey was always the, not necessarily the glue, but kind of the spark to our family that kept us kind of together? Do you feel that about him?
But we all had to stick around him because we didn't know what the hell he was going to do next. We had to make sure he stayed out of trouble.
True.
Yeah, he was a handful.
I always felt like every gathering was a little more special if you knew he was coming. Like, oh, Joey's coming, so we would all try to be there.
Well, because he never showed up for hardly anything.
Well,
so when he did, it was very important that we paid attention to him, so he would.
Yep.
And he hated attention, so that made it worse. He liked to be quiet, just to enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So that was him.
Yeah.
All right. So are you happy? Okay, now everybody got to see Bobby. Yes, he can sing. He can sing about any song there is. He can be on key.
Can he sing Madonna?
Probably better than Madonna.
He actually can sing a lot. One of his best all-time songs he ever did was by Meatloaf. And I think it was Bad Out of Hell. No. If you love me, say that you, whatever that song is. He can do Meatloaf. He can do Journey. He can do Queen. He can do.
Wow.
Here lately, he's got a bad habit about putting his own twist on it now, and I just want to slap the shit out of him because he's done it so much back in the day. But he's so hard-headed anymore, you just can't tell him nothing. I don't know where he gets that. Aren't we all?
Yeah,
our mama taught us well.
For sure. I think we all get that from her. Why she's hard headed. I would do
So
anything.
anyway,
I got a
Yeah,
question for the both of you. So Leisha said that you started in 2007 ish, and you went like 7 years. So my question is, why did you stop?
Kind of like what I said. After my brother died, we still got together for a couple years after that, but and maybe this is just me speaking, but it never felt the same. It almost felt like
yeah, it was different.
we all started drifting apart. Like the seams were coming loose, like when you rip a seam, and that's what it felt like to me anyway, was that our seams were coming undone, and we're having a hard time getting everybody committed to continuing on. And I think it's been that way even at Christmases and stuff. I mean, we've done a pretty good job, because there's a lot of us, of getting everybody together, but it's still not the same. So
because in my family, it's kind of hard to get, and there's only 3 of us. It's hard to get us together, and I kind of been thinking about this for the last few months, how short life is, and and I miss my brothers and my nieces and my nephews and all that, and I know my parents miss the boys a lot and the grandchildren. So this year I'm going to try to step up, make a difference, and I'm the oldest, so if I have to drive to my brother's house and put the older brother, charm on, like twist an arm or whatever I got to do, I think I'm gonna force my brothers to commit to showing up this summer with mom and dad, because I love my mom and dad, but they only have so much time on this earth. We all do, so I want to make sure that that we spend that together as a family. So I feel like it's my responsibility to do that.
yeah, somebody has to take the lead, and it's hard. It's very hard to get everybody together, but it is so important. And even that's why I feel happy doing this, because even though Shane and I haven't seen each other in a few years, I feel like we always kick it off right where we left it. But this is a chance for me
It was
to.
last winter we was together.
Were we?
Yeah,
Well,
because we put together the horse barns and stuff.
That was in 2019. Yeah, so it's been a couple years. You forget how fast the time kind of flickers by.
Shane, time goes by fast, brother.
Yeah. So I do.
Through this last Christmas thing, because I thought we was all together for Christmas.
I don't.
We were. Yeah, because you was down here. You wasn't showing you in here instead of in Dallas.
That's probably maybe. Well,
now
I
this
just wanted
last
you with
Christmas
me.
he was at Mom's in Weatherford's, but the one before we was together.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important that we do connect more often, and that's probably one of my things I'm going to try to do better this year too, is make an effort to reach out, call. I'm a horrible caller. I'm all about texting, and even now that our parents have learned to text, I'm much rather prefer talking to them in that manner. But I need to call. I need to do better.
Mike, if you ever get her number, I'll probably break your fingers. But anyway, if you ever get her number, don't call her. Text her.
I won't answer.
She can't answer me. I have to wait on her to call me. I'll say, call me, or I'll text you later, or email it. She's
I always
digital.
use excuses because my phone's broken. Like it's hard. It hurts my ear to hold it up.
She's had the same broken phone for 6 years. BS.
I know. But I'm again, like I told you last time, I'm reflecting. I'm working on it. I may not be changing, but I'm reflecting. I know my faults.
She's changed everything but that broken phone. Everything but the broken phone.
Well, you two are great together, and I'm glad you're back on with us, Leisha, with Shane.
Thank you.
Shane's show is doing very well. Awesome. He's getting addicted to watching the numbers like I normally do. So it's a pleasure visiting with you again. But I'm going to go ahead and bow out, let you guys get to it, and that way, if you want to take callers, you can. But it was a pleasure seeing you again, Shane. Great job again. I know everybody's excited and waiting for that last photo, so save it till the end. That's my advice to you.
Several photos she sent me.
Mike, make it a point.
Yes.
Get your family together. I want to hear about it. I want to see some pictures of you guys.
Hopefully, I'm going to focus on 4th of July this year, maybe.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Well, good luck with that. Have a
Or
good one.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day is another good one. So
Yes.
we may get together for Mother's Day. All right. Love you all. Have a great,
right.
great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
See ya.
See you, man. All right, down to the two of us. So now,
How come I can't see you moving? That drives me crazy. Put you in motion. We're better in motion.
You may have to refresh your screen, hon.
Oh, well, see, I thought it was you. It's probably my fault.
I see you moving fine, and I see me moving fine. You show good signal, so I don't know why you're freezing up unless. Oh, you dropped. Yes, it is you. It is you. I can't hear you now. No. Hit your refresh. There
Hello?
you go. There you are. There you are. Okay, are you moving now on your screen?
I'm moving, but you're not.
Okay.
You're still frozen to me.
If I have to refresh my screen, we're in trouble.
Oh, don't refresh it. I'll just watch your face in still frame.
I hope it's on a good frame.
I mean, you're cute. It's perfect.
Is the audience? Can the audience see us both moving? Let's just hope it's leashes. John, yes, train wreck. Yeah, this is the one you looked for last week, but we couldn't deliver. We're both good.
So it's not, we're okay. Okay, then it's just me. That's okay. Like I said,
but at least you're moving now. That's the main thing. You can see you.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know what all the yes do, but okay. Anyway, what would you like to do now, or do you want here? I got another picture, a more recent one I can bring up. Let me get it ready. Oh God, this ain't much better now that I zoomed in.
Well, stop zooming. We're our own worst critics.
I know, but I mean, why lie to people? Everybody's got their own picks. I mean, they're all gonna go, I don't like that pick. Well, what the hell? Show it. At least you're not lying to nobody that way. All right. Can't believe where my brother's loud, but okay. This might show some of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you see my cursor?
Can I see
it's
your
right
cursor?
Yeah, it's right on Bobby's face.
No,
here,
I can't see
move
it.
over here.
Oh, yep. I see.
All right. That's my older brother, Bobby. Believe it or not, this tall, skinny guy right here can sing. And we used to call him my tall, skinny brother. He's 5'7", 310, 20, 30 pounds.
He's
anyway, that's the little boy this guy used to hold and cover his ears. There's Leisha.
Yep.
There's Tina, which is my oldest little sister. That's the baby sister. That's my mother. This was the last year we had with my little brother. And this guy, I don't know where the hell this guy come from, but he snuck in and run right on by after he's done. I don't know. Maybe it's just a run by, grabbed a beer and kept on going. But anyway, there's that one.
Yep.
Got anything to add to that?
I just love, that's one of my favorite photos. That was probably one of my favorite years too. That was fun. We put a lot of effort into doing the luau and cooking, and that was a good year.
There's some good food that year.
Yeah, there was. I miss your jalapeno poppers. Those are one of my favorite staples that you made.
Which one?
The jalapeno poppers that you would make with the string cheese.
Okay, not the peanut butter?
I don't know that I ever tried a peanut butter one. That sounds disgusting.
You didn't ever try them?
I don't think so. Peanut butter and jalapeno?
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, Bobby can't have enough of them when I make them.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll try them. If you make them, I'll try them the next time.
I thought you had had them.
No, I probably didn't try them on purpose because it sounds terrible.
All right. For all you that now this next picture I'm going to show you is been edited by my sister that is on screen with me. Now, I don't know which is more offensive, her edit or the original. So I'm going to show you the edit first.
It's always my favorite thing to do is take the pictures that we would take at the family reunion and spice them up a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm going to show the original first because either way you go with this, it's going to go out bad. I mean, whether you have to see me or not, it's just going to come out bad. Guys, don't laugh. I'm 245 pounds plus, so please do not giggle at me.
Yeah, well, you're also 6'5". You have a lot of space to pack that weight in.
Well, I don't know. It's starting to show when I hit 265, so I had to drop that. All right. This is the original, guys. And I'll zoom in a little bit so you can. I don't know why. God,
is it popping up?
Thanks, Lisa. This is me with my mom's husband. Me and him were very good friends. We lost him October of last year. Yeah.
No, it was January 1st.
Yes, it was. Oh, it's
January
flickering.
1st. It's a year yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo it. It was flickering. So you're right. It was January 1st.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Maybe this no. It's flickering again. Hang on. Let me zoom down a little bit. Yeah, he is a tall guy too. He was 6'3". Maybe this won't shutter as bad. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is the original. Alicia apparently didn't like it, and I didn't either. So she edited it for us. Okay, you can, if you don't know which one I am, I'm the I'm the one way back here. See that where the Y is? That's where I am.
He's that ripped guy on the left.
Yeah, ripped. Looks like I was ripped by a cheeseburger and fries. Yeah, and a case of cookies.
You were very tan. We had been playing a lot of horseshoes.
We've been playing a lot of horse something, but there's enough of that one. Now, guys, that was several years ago.
Show him my edit because I like it.
I'm like it. Here we go. Sorry,
I don't know. I find myself really funny sometimes. So
I find you really funny sometimes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know this is all in fun. Please do not get offended. Apparently, she felt the same way I did. I should not be unclothed, so she added clothes to me. Oh my God. What you talked me into. I hope Tammy's not in here tonight.
She'll watch it. She's going to watch the replay at least. Oh, Bubba.
You noticed earlier his shirt said Dickies. And Lisa put a shirt on me and ad-libbed that one.
All in good fun. All in good fun.
All in good tasteless fun, yes.
Yep.
Well, I hope that didn't offend anybody.
Oh, if everybody needs to just laugh, it's funny. It's just fun. I'm funny. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. She's a hoot. Just ask me, I'll tell you. She's a hoot.
John says if you show any less clothes, he's out. We got to keep John in. John, don't go anywhere.
Jeff B, I see you. I see you in there. Wow, I'm a stud, aren't I? That's S-T-U-B as in boy, right? Stud. Yeah, my little sister, she can be a hoot. That's for sure. And I got, I think, one more that I'll share, and it's me and my mother. Yeah. You know which one I'm going to show there, doll?
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I actually have it up on my mantle in my workroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's in a frame. You're framed. I don't have very many family photos around, but you're in a frame. So.
Yeah, I've been framed a lot. This is going to be another one. All right. Let's see what we can do.
Isn't he cute, guys? I always thought he reminded me of like a Trace Adkins, Tracy Lawrence when he had his young, long hair that he wore. I always thought he was just something special. All my brothers, they're something special. And our beautiful mama.
Yeah, she is something else. She had to be to put up with us. Yeah, my mama told me one time we was out there for Thanksgiving. She goes, "Y'all get over here and grab you a roll before they're gone." I run up and grabbed her midsection.
That's why I said you gotta have thick skin to be with our family. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, she kind of smacked the shit out of me that day. What the hell was going on? Yeah, we got a sense of humor around our place. Even my mom.
Would
yeah,
you
Mike,
say?
I see you down there.
Do you
Do
reflect often on our childhood or your childhood in general? Do you think about it?
Every day.
Do you pull from it? So do you reflect in gratitude? Are you thankful for the way we were raised and stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Our mother is such a type that, like I said, you couldn't come to our house without being forced to eat. If you was hungry, you got fed. If you need a place to sleep, you could sleep. And growing up, like I said, a 2-bedroom house, 7 people in there. She didn't care. She'd
Yeah.
roll up she'd make some floor for you to lay on if you need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
awesome.
always, she still is. She's still the same way. I can go out and drag home every homeless person I could find and drag it to my mom's house. She'll feed every one of us.
Yeah.
You ain't, them homeless go, we ain't going back. We eat too much. We'll starve to death just trying to find our next meal because we're used to eating now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my favorite memories is, and the things I'm not as good at doing as a mother because we live a different lifestyle, but so we grew up kind of, I guess I grew up on the farm, which is kind of different than anybody else in our family. I spent the most of my childhood on a farm. So it was, we had a garden and she was cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner and cooking for all the farm workers and helpers and anybody who'd come
It
by.
wasn't just any old farm, little garden either. When she says garden, it
was
takes
a huge garden.
a full-size tractor to go down. I mean, it's an all-day deal just to plow.
Yeah, and we would spend. That's how I worked my summers, was picking bushels of corn or peas or green beans, and people would come from different cities, or I say cities, towns around the county, and buy up these bushels of vegetables. I would have to sit at the little vegetable stand and sell them bushels of corn and green beans. It was crazy. I hated it. Gosh, I hated it growing up, but I miss it, and I wish. That's my biggest regret I have in my life, is not raising my child in the country. And
no, Mike, he does not have any pictures of me in green tights.
Oh, for your elf on the shelf.
Oh, you sent me that pic, didn't you? But it was text.
Which one?
The hat hanger.
Oh, yes, no. I sent that to you in text.
And Chuck, boy, I can't wait to catch you on another channel later. Thanks. There's some people out there. They're funny.
Do you remember?
Camo Carl says he don't see any resemblance between me and you.
Like I said, we all have different dads. So I mean, I think you probably look like your dad. I don't really look like any. I think I look like mom, probably. If I were to guess or try to compare myself, I think I'd probably look between me and Charlotte. We look the most like mom. Yeah.
But
So none of us look alike except for Charlotte and Sean. They look alike because they got the same dad.
yeah.
Did Shane play
No,
sports?
so did Tina and Joey.
Right, but I don't think they look alike. Do you?
Tina looks a lot like Rusty.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Mike, did I play sports? A little bit, not much. I was more into.
What were you
No,
into?
not much.
What were you into in high school? What did you do? Was it just dating? Were you about the women?
Booze and girls.
Booze
I
and
thought that's all
girls.
that ever mattered.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those are my memories of you as well.
Carol Z, where I was, I played basketball, but I didn't have a name in this little cliquish town where I grew up. If you didn't have a name, you didn't play. The only reason Alicia got to play because no one could beat her. She was beaten in her junior high track. She was beating high school records, and I'm talking state records. That's the only reason she got all the sports ignition.
I don't know that I was doing
brother.
that. I don't know that I was that good, but maybe I was that good in your mind. And as long as I'm that good in your mind, then that makes me really, really happy.
When you was beating, what's her name? She had the high school record in the state, and you beat her, and you was in junior high.
Yeah, then I got slow. Something happened between junior high and high school that I don't know. I just maybe became a girl or something. I didn't know I was until high school.
I'll tell you what it was.
It ruined me.
On them damn boys.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I didn't know I was a girl until I got to high school. So sports to me in junior high were everything. I loved competing and beating the boys, and I looked forward to that every single day.
Christy Bond, no, I grew up in the Panhandle, and so did she.
Yeah.
No, we weren't in Southern Oklahoma. Sorry.
Yeah, Panhandle. No man's land. A place where it's really, really windy because Texas sucks and Kansas blows. That's what they say. Ha ha. Hope that's okay to say.
Yeah, I say it all the time.
Okay, good.
And then the other 6 months, just reverse it.
The trees in the Panhandle, I don't know if anybody's ever been through the Panhandle of Oklahoma, but all the whatever trees, there's like 10 maybe, but if there's a tree in the Panhandle, it leans to the north. Like all the branches go to the north because of the south.
That's not necessarily true. It depends on what time of the year it is. If it's
the trees have grown that way.
If it's summer, they lean to the north. If it's winter, they lean to the south.
Well, they're permanently stuck leaning to the north. Anytime I drive out there, I always laugh because all the trees are like leaning towards Kansas.
Yeah. Well, Kansas or Texas is a big state. That's a lot of wind.
Our little town where we were from, you could literally look to the north and see the lights of Liberal, Kansas, and you could look to the south and see the lights of Perryton, Texas. It's flat. It's beautiful. I love it.
That's why he moved away and never come back.
Well,
she loves it.
I mean, I think it's important to spread your wings a little bit. No, I don't miss it. I miss our family being there, but now I would never live there now by myself or with my own little family. But I loved growing up there with all you guys, as you know.
Question in the chat: what was your favorite sport when you was in school?
Mine, track. Absolutely, I love track. I love track meets. I love being in control. I'm a control freak, so I love the idea that it's up to me. Yeah. It was me, make or break. Though I did run a couple of relays, and those were great too. But I loved the individual sport. I high jumped and long jumped and pole vaulted and ran some sprints. So track was my thing. I think I was probably better at it than any of them. But I loved softball too. I played a lot of softball, many years of softball. So love sports.
All right. I dropped the link. We'll take a few questions. We'll stay on here for a little bit longer. We're not going to stay real late tonight. But let's see what y'all have to say and come on up. See how bad you beat us up. Or wait, how bad you beat me up. Thanks.
Did you ever play Jason with us, Shane? Were you at home at that time
Oh yeah,
where we play
hide
Jason?
and seek with a twist.
Hi, yes. So that was one of our favorite games we played, and I actually taught Bo how to play it with his friends. It was we lived in a little house in Beaver and had a big, I don't know, it wasn't a big yard, but it just went around a big circle. And so the whole goal was to the hider went and hid in the dark. You had to play this at night. So he would go and hide. Whoever was Jason, the bad guy, would go hide, and the rest of us would hunker on the front porch and give him a couple of minutes. And then after a couple
She's
minutes,
talking Michael Myers here. Okay, the Jason.
yeah, the Jason movies. And so then the all the people who were hunkered on the front porch would venture out, and the goal was to make it around the entire perimeter of the house and back to the front porch without getting caught by Jason. And Jason was usually one of my older brothers who was very crazy and would jump out of trees and off the roof, and I mean, screams and shrills, and it was so much fun. So much fun. So you would make it all the way around the house back to the front porch, and if you got caught, then you became a Jason too. So then now there would be 2 or 3 Jasons, and you'd have to make, and this would go on and on and on until one person was left, and there would be multiple Jasons around, and so scary. That was one of my favorite memories as a kid. It was frightening, totally frightening.
Yeah, and then the next day we went around scooping up shit and piss piles from everybody.
Yeah.
We'd always have 30, 40 people over. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, everybody came to our house. That was the house to be at.
Yeah. Well, hell, there was always plenty of people. If you wanted to go hang out with a crowd, you just come over to our house because we was a crowd.
Yeah.
And then they just all flocked there. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, anyway, I'm going to drop that link again. Anything else you would like to tell on us about?
Let's see. Do they know that you are a really good contractor? Like you want to can build stuff and build a house from scratch. I mean, that's important for people to know about you. That I one of my favorite memories with you is hanging out, in a house that has just sheetrock on the walls and the smell, and you're always working. And I like to sit there with you and go get a pop and watch you build.
No, not many people know that about me. I mean, there's a few out there that not many.
Yeah.
No.
Fantastic builder.
Well, you have to in a small town. You can't just do one trade in this little small town out here in the middle of nowhere. And the reason is because you'd starve to death. So you learn how to do electrical, and you learn how to do plumbing. You learn how to do mechanical. You learn how to build cabinets.
Yeah.
You learn how to pour concrete. You learn how to roof, put in windows and doors. There's a reason for that, because if one's not busy, you got to go do something else to make a living.
Yeah.
So you end up, by the time you're done, I've got carpet stretching equipment. I've got tile laying equipment. I got 3 buildings next to me full of equipment of anything you want to do when it comes to a building or a house.
Yeah.
So yes.
That inspired my husband, Matt, to, I don't know, he always thought it was just the coolest thing that you guys could do ever. Like you could fix your car, build your house, take care of the animals. I mean, he's learned a lot from you guys. I think that really inspired him to venture out, and he learns everything. Now he's a doer. He does everything. There's nothing he can't do, which I love, because it's like being with my family.
Oh yeah, tell the story about when he came out to see Mom, and the first time he ever got to see a rattlesnake, and what he said. That was quite.
Oh, bless his heart. He's still a city boy. He grew up in the city, so yeah. Those were what do you call it? A wild rattlesnake, as if some of them are tame. I don't.
Yeah, we got a pet one in the house, but this one's wild. This one will get you. They come in the house bragging. That's the first time I ever seen a wild rattlesnake. I'm going, what? They got them tamed where you freaking live? What the hell is up with that?
Yeah. Yeah. It took him a long time to get broke in out there. Y'all did a good job.
Carol Z, hang on. I'll pull up a picture for you. Go ahead, Alicia.
He's 41. Is he 41? Yeah, I
Who?
think he's 40. He just Matt. Yes, he's 41. Did you
He
ask
ain't
how
that
old he
damn
was?
old.
Yeah, he is.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, yeah. He's
You're
41.
38.
I'm 38.
He just turned 40 then.
No, he's born in 1980. So
He was born in 2020.
he was born in 1980. So he's 41. 41. So yeah, he's 41. He just turned 41 on December 2nd.
Boy, he don't. He's getting old. He's gonna have to slow down. He's gonna catch up with me.
Have you started just standing still with age? You've reached your limit?
Long time ago.
I have enjoyed aging. I don't know that I know most people don't, but I have really, really enjoyed it. And I look forward to like older. Like it's been fun.
From the time I turned 32 to the time I was 48, I had 47 right now. I've had more fun in my life. And I tell you, it's been a blast. I'm not going to cuss. Last couple of years got a little rough on me because it was self-indulged. But other than that, it has been a blast. And I don't think I'd have changed a bit of it. Sorry, I'm
No.
looking for you.
I feel that way. And I feel like I'm at a spot now in life where I'm more receptive to things and ideas and yeah, much more introspective. So I'm enjoying aging for sure.
Sorry, I'm still looking for this picture. I was going to, they went, oh, there's Ruth. Ruth's wanting to come up. I'm going to bring Ruth in. Ruth, how you doing? Ruth, can you hear us? You may be able to hear us, but we cannot hear you. I'm going to put you in the back room, see if you can find your voice, and I'll drop the link again, see if we can get some more people up here to quiz us. So see if you can find your voice, find your mic button. Go ahead, Laisha. I'm sorry.
I was just reading some of the comments there. Wait till I'm older. Yeah, the physicality changes. I know that's coming. I know it is. I'm going to try my best to hold on to, my health and being able to get around as much as I can. I think it's important to stay active with your muscles. I think maybe it's a key. I don't know. I think not letting your muscles escape you is important. So lifting a little bit every day, I think is, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I guess I'll come back when I'm 50, 60. I'll let you know if I was right or wrong.
You're probably going to. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. Yeah. No. And I'm learning now that I'm old enough to look back and think like everything I've ever heard anybody older tell me is true. I remember people used to tell me all the time, oh, wait till you're 30, wait till you're 35, wait till you're 40. And I'm just like, these people are out of their minds. I just thought it was an excuse. Like you get to a certain spot and then, it's like everything stops working. And while it's not necessarily true, I do understand now, like there are, man, the aches and the pains and the things that you did when you were 25 that you thought would never hurt you. Yeah, they start hurting. So I'm going to be way more mindful.
Eric, do you have a voice? Hello. I know you've been up here a time or two. Can you find your voice? I'm going to put you in the back room. Turn your camera on when you find a voice, okay?
Jim Boswell, I want to ask him. Maybe he'll respond to me in the chat. He said he's been lifting weights for 47 years, being 60 now, and I want to know how he feels now at 60 after lifting weights all that time. So hopefully he'll respond to me and let me know.
Yeah, that is impressive. All right, let me see if I get them too. I got a couple pictures I'll put up. I found one of you I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring Nancy up. Nancy's I've seen her, and I know she's been up plenty.
Yay.
Nancy, how are you, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Nancy.
Good. I'm glad to see you again. I seen you last night. You was playing with your bearded lizard.
Dragon.
Yes, that one too.
What's wrong? Oh, okay. There, I got rid of it, whatever it was. Yeah, I got my little fuzzball here today. She's right here.
No.
Oh, wait a second. She's not gonna let me get her in camp. Oh, there she is.
Well, you got a question for
Look at that.
myself or Alicia?
Yeah, I do. Do your horses have any problem with toxic air?
I don't think so. I haven't. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That kind of stuff.
Their barns where they're at are kept pretty clean. I know that is a problem with like the dust and stuff in the barns.
The overhead stuff that's coming down.
I don't think they have any problems. They haven't shown it yet anyway. I mean,
Okay. This little dog has a terrible case of allergies. I've had dogs my whole life, and I've never had dogs sneezing like a child sneezes.
wow. Yeah, I know
Into
that
the
certain
vet. And it's allergy.
Yeah, absolutely. I shoot myself. I've suffered from allergies like crazy here lately. But yeah, that's always a problem. I do think they give them medication for that to help them. But yeah, that's always a big concern in their barns.
I'm
Is if
sure
it's kept
that was
clean.
pretty steep with horses. I can
Yeah.
just imagine because it's a lot with just a dog.
Oh yeah, no kidding. And in those barns, there's 80 horses in a barn. So it runs like a well-oiled machine. They have a lot of help in that barn that they are constantly. I mean, I think they have people cleaning the stalls at least 3 or 4 times a day. So it's a constant thing. With
Yeah, we
them.
have ranches out here, and some of them have riding clubs in them. And when I was a nanny, there was a little girl that was at a riding club out there. And
Yeah.
I like barns where the horses are below and the house is above.
Oh
That's
yeah, the
really
barndominiums.
a lot
Yeah.
of Texas.
Yeah. That was my dream originally when we started our farm, was to build a barn dominium. We built a house instead. It's a shop house, so our house is going to be in front of the rest of the shop, which is not near as cool. But man, those barn dominiums are something. I'd give anything to be able to wake up and open my bedroom window and look down at horses. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, email me the picture of the new one you just built, Alicia.
Of my shop house.
No,
barn?
The last picture you just sent me. Remember of your horse stalls that just got finished?
Yeah.
Email that to me and I'll pull that up.
You want me to do that right now?
Sure.
Okay, hang on. We'll see how
I
fast.
want to pull up. I want to share a picture with Carol Z. It won't take but a second. She wanted to know if had any old cars. This is one of many, Carol Z. This is when we first purchased a car, and I got it up and running and going and purring like a kitten. Ended up selling it with like an idiot, but they're projects. They're fun.
Oh, cool.
This is a 1926 Dodge Brothers with suicide doors, and that's my older brother right there in the gray, and that's when he was buying it. And then I took it and dropped the motor, tranny, and rear end under it, and got it up and running. Changed out the interior, got it all the door handles and everything working, and rebuilt the running boards all out of steel. Got a road ready, and sold it. So,
are you in the picture? Is that you in the picture?
No, I am not. No, my older brother originally purchased this for himself, and then I bought it from him.
Yeah. We have a
and
place
went from there.
about 2 miles from me, and they on Friday they have it's an iconic place to eat in Austin, Texas. and it's called Sandy's. And they every Friday they have everybody in the Lakeway area, this whole area that has old cars, show up there with their old car, and then they just hang out all afternoon and look at each other's cars. There's some really neat cars in there, and they do it every Friday. Come rain or shine, they are there.
Yep. Yeah, we
We have
do a
some.
lot of that around here. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lisa.
we have something like that as well here in the city. They call it Cars and Coffee, and so I think it's every
Cool.
Saturday morning at 8 a.m. All the car people meet at this North Park Mall, and they have coffee and look at each other's cars.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
All I have to do is go over to my boss's house. He's got so many, he bought a ranch to put them on. Must be nice.
A ranch of cars.
Those are the kind of horses
Yeah.
you only need when you use them.
Yeah.
Yep. Mike, I guess I could do a car on shows, especially old cars. There's one coming up here just north of me, 40 miles. It's here real soon. It's next 3 or 4 months, and it's a pretty big one. I usually hit it, and I run over to Red River and catch that one June 6th, and it usually has 400 to 600 cars, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, Nancy, I've got a few people in the back, so I'm
Okay.
going to. I don't want too many on the panel because I don't want a lot of confusion and people talking over each other. So I don't want to bring a bunch up. So if you don't mind, I'm going to drop you down and.
Nancy, it was nice to see you. Kiss your little puppy for me.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Drop me out.
Okay. Eric, did you find your voice? All right, you know this one, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. I don't know if Tammy's in here tonight, so thank God. She won't get to quiz you.
Bonnie.
Alicia,
Yes.
where you? Bonnie, how are you? Bonnie, can you hear us?
Surprise!
Hey, Bonnie.
Hi.
Alicia, refresh your screen again.
Hi.
You're dropping into the yellow.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Peachy.
Peachy.
What?
Is that a lie?
No.
Are you doing good? Really?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Well, it's so get that attitude.
I keep hearing gremlins.
It's something like that. It's
Laura, is
very close.
that your daughter?
It's a gremlin that could be now. Yes.
Okay.
Did I fix
Alicia,
myself yet, Shane?
You're still in the yellow. I can hear you pretty good, but your camera's kind of.
Being silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's probably my Wi-Fi.
Like,
I emailed you those pictures, Shane, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, as soon as they come through, I'll pop them up.
I've missed the whole show, but I did
No,
hear
you
something
haven't
about
missed the whole
horses.
show. Yeah, there you are, Alicia. You're back.
Okay, cool.
You can ask Alicia. I've got to step away to the little boys' room, so you can talk to her for a second. Why?
Does this make her my
that
aunt?
way
If you're my dad, then
Yes.
she's my aunt.
So
Yes.
so you're Bonnie's daughter.
Yes,
Okay. What was your name?
Laura.
Laura, nice to meet you. Yeah, so I'm Aunt Alicia.
It is nice to meet you too.
Yes, awesome. I'm glad you guys came on. We've been talking about family most of the night, showing pictures and reminiscing of some of our stuff in our past and our family reunions. So it's been a fun.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Are you an
that's
only
always-
child?
I wish.
We all
No, I'm
are.
just kidding. I have 5 siblings. So there's 6 of us in total. So
Oh,
it's a
that's
pretty
right.
big family.
Yeah. So do you guys do family reunions?
We do family
Well-
reunions. They're not as often as I would like them to be, but mostly holidays we get the close family together, but extended family is like a reunion every other year.
Yeah. Are you guys all still young and at home?
No, I'm 20. Well, I'm the second youngest. I'm 26.
Oh, well, you look like a teenager. That's awesome. Okay, so you guys do
Thank
get together
you.
for Christmas. That's awesome. 26.
Yes, definitely.
Do you have any kiddos?
I do have one. She's 3.
3. 3's a fun age.
That was a great one.
Very fun. And she just did the
Active.
terrible 2s and
What?
That's that little
Did this-
gremlin.
Definitely,
I don't know. The
Did she
terrible
play-
2s lasted into the 3s for mine, for sure. Kind of into the
mine
terrible-
definitely didn't have any attitude issues at 2.
Yeah, she will when she's a teen. Teenage years they're horrid.
Yeah, she's already too sassy for me, so I am dreading the teenage years for sure.
Yeah.
She'll be
can
the
have
exact
teenagers.
opposite when she's a teen.
I have a teenager. I have a 15-year-old.
No way.
Yeah.
You look
yeah.
my age. Well,
Oh,
the age I'm
thank you.
supposed to be.
Thank you. Yes. Yep. I have one, and he's half grown. I mean, he's 6'2". He's such a good looking kid. I got lucky. I say teenage years are rough. They are, but he's a good teenager. But I don't like to parent through the teenage years just because I don't know. It's all that sticky stuff, like sticky conversations, and I don't know. It's not lighthearted enough for me. It was just more fun when we were playing with Play-Doh and making cookies. So
Right. Now it's getting serious, almost
yeah,
adulthood.
now it's serious, like life stuff. Yeah, almost driving, and he wants to drive me everywhere. He's a good driver, but still, ugh.
He's been driving you crazy for 15 years, and now you're bitching because he wants
Now-
to keep driving.
Yeah. I can't wait for him to drive though. I look forward to that time in my life where I can, I don't know, just do what I want to do instead of being the driver. So it's coming.
Huh.
I'm sure I'll miss it, but it's
I tell all the young girls you should think of that before you have children.
yeah,
Be very
yeah,
careful.
Like I said, that's why I only had one. I knew I could parent one okay, but boy, I don't think I could do very good with multiple.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm in agreement with you right there.
Yeah. Well, just nowadays too, monetarily, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine doing this again and paying for another one, or just family vacations or anything you do. I mean, to add on,
Yeah.
No. I think I'm too selfish. Maybe.
Uh-oh. Our room is filling up. Bonnie, how are
Oh,
you?
should I get off? I want to talk to Aunt Leisha first.
Where do you guys live
In Texas,
in Texas? Where at in
Central Texas,
Central Texas,
West
like
of Austin.
South Central.
west of Austin.
west of Austin. We are actually going to be flying to Houston Saturday we have a horse race to go to in Houston. So I'll be flying over.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Are they your
All right.
horses?
Yeah, there are race horses. We have our favorite one, Heroic Song, is going to run Saturday in an allowance race in Houston. So we're going to fly down and watch that and come right back. But
That is awesome.
yeah.
I actually wanted to be an equine massage therapist, and that's what I went to school for,
And
but didn't finish. I had my
What?
daughter.
okay, we'll go
I
back.
took a break. Right. That's what I want to do. But out here, it's very hard to find
Yeah.
places
You-
hiring.
Do you have any racetracks near, like in where is Houston and Dallas the only racetracks in Texas? I'm not even sure about.
No, there's
I
a
mean,
couple
there's some
more.
really small ones, like Fredericksburg, but it's like I would say compared to those racetracks, it's like ghetto.
Small potatoes. Yeah, small potatoes. Yeah. Yeah, getting hooked up with a place like that would be not the ghetto, but like a racetrack. I mean, obviously it's a gateway into that. And I hope you do that, because I don't know, just a little bit that I've done it. I would give anything to quit my day job and do that for full time. And I may, but it's just being with horses all day.
So what is your day
So-
job?
I'm a massage therapist, a human massage therapist. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
no, I've
cool.
so I've been doing that for 17 years. So I mean, the anatomy's the same, obviously quite different, but I've been able to channel that into the horse side, the equine side, and it's way more fulfilling for sure. I mean, I do love my job and I love my clients, but I'd rather hang out with horses all day, to be honest.
Can you hear me?
Definitely. No complaints.
Yeah, Ruth, just give us just a second, then I'll boot Laura out. She can come back in. She can come back in a little bit. Let me get through the callers, and then I'll let your mom call back.
Okay, I will return.
It's nice to meet you.
It was nice
Talk
meeting
soon.
you too. Bye, Dad.
Finish that equine.
I will. I have
Okay.
that set as my goal right now.
Tell your mom to
Perfect.
fix your connection because it's in and out.
Tell your spouse
Tell Bonnie.
to fix your connection.
Tell. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Ruth. Where'd she go?
I don't know where Ruth went. Ruth, call back in. Sorry. One of us hit the wrong button. I was getting rid of them and you disappeared too. I can only get rid of one at a time, I thought. But man, I'm as good as Bonnie. I can nuke a bunch of them. Well, I'll bring, oh God. I don't know if I want this next one to come in. I may boot her ass too.
You'd be nice.
Do not boot me.
Hi,
Leisha's
Tammy.
my girl. Hello, Leisha. How are you? Look at him
Good.
roll his eyes and act all bored, and I haven't even started yet. Come on, man. Leisha, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing really well. Yeah, had a good New Year's. Took a good nap today. I'm feeling good.
Feeling frisky?
Yeah.
I like frisky. So did you see your brother on our New Year's Eve special the other night?
I did watch. I watched from like 8 to 9, and then I was out. I heard it lasted forever.
It did. You know, that's how it rolls here. You know, they think of something, then boom, it goes on the air, and that's all there is to it. It was supposed to be a no show that turned into a 5-hour show to Alan playing some nice guitar music. So that was really good. But I wanted to get in here earlier, but I was working on some other stuff for high maintenance number 1, Shane's high maintenance number 2, LW's high maintenance number 1. But I wanted to make sure you get a hold of me at libertywarriornation.com because Shane will not give me your info. Look at him shake his head. So I'm coming on directly to say, please get hold of me through that.
Okay, I will.
Shane,
You forgot to show me where the mute button was.
do not kick me out. I'll come in incognito is what I'm going to do. So I love those pictures that you were showing of you guys and your family. So do you have a lot of photo albums like that? From
Yeah.
back in the day?
I do. I have a ton.
Yeah, I was saying the other night on the show that I love photo albums, that I think we've lost a lot in having just, on disc or phones or computers or whatever and stuff. And to be able to have photo albums is amazing. I love it.
I watched that.
Remember, I got photos
Did you?
too, Lisa.
Pardon?
I
You
said,
have
remember-
evidence?
I said, remember, Lisa, I got photos too.
He doesn't have anything.
Are you? Is it empty threats there, Shane?
I'm not scared of you anymore.
Look at her. I love it. She's getting up. I'm not afraid of you, Shane. That's called the chest bump on video. When you come forward, it's like you're putting it out there. I love it. So, are you going to be part of this show on the regular, Leisha?
I don't know. Well, so I told Shane, I said, I'm not busy tonight. So, I mean, I don't have anything else to do. I have no other excuse to not do this. And it's been fun. So, maybe from time to time I'll pop in.
It is a good time. I mean, your brother's been doing it for a while now, and it's nice because he's nice and mellow right now, but boy, he can be a sassy one sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No, he's always been sassy. He's always been very opinionated.
Oh, whoa,
oh
now.
Boy. What?
Yeah,
you do have photos. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my little sister when she was in the weightlifting pageant.
Uh-oh, he got you, Leisha.
And now she's the one in the cowboy hat. That's the same cowboy hat I was wearing in the back of the pickup that I still had to this day.
You are using a lot of ammo.
Look at those abs on you, Leisha girl. Woo! Babe.
What goes around comes around, bub.
I know it. Yeah, but that's a sexy one. You're showing my sexy side, which ain't so sexy.
Those are some abs, girl. I wouldn't be embarrassed of this. You got the nice white teeth, the cowboy hat, the bod's made to rock.
That's not me today. Okay. That was me 10 years ago.
Right.
That is no longer. I like to eat too much now.
Eating is a good thing. I like to eat too. I work out to keep up with it. Once you get a little older, you'll have to really back that down and start working out more. I'm trying to get your brother and Mike to start working out and stretch and keep themselves fit, and they just don't want to listen.
See, I'd like to see a show where you guys are all just kind of working out.
Oh, I can do that. Been there, done that. I can do that. You need a headband to catch your sweat, Shane. I want to see, because I wear those when I work out. I put my hair in little piggies, and I have the nice headband there, and we get all sweaty and ugly. It's not about the look. It's about the movement.
That's right.
Do you want to do Zumba? Yoga?
I would look like John Travolta in that headband and them little shorty shorts when he's watching Jamie Lee Curtis. What was that show? Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Don't you think he'd look cute in a headband, Leisha?
I do.
Big, thick one that says Captain Finger right across the forehead.
Yep.
I'll do it, Leisha. We're going to hook that up. She had a bright idea. I like that. She'll join us. Will you join us? Yeah.
Of course.
Anything that shakes or jiggles is okay, because that means you're toning it up. Because believe me, there will be a lot that shakes and jiggles when you do a couple jumping jacks or a couple push-ups. When you go down, your face is gonna fall to the floor.
That's awful. I've noticed that. Okay, that's the worst thing about aging. Okay, I've said I've loved it from here, but yes, the whole you put your phone underneath for whatever reason. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like
never.
That's why a lot of women go like this and wear their hair up in a pony. Because look, Lima, I used to have big eyelids, and that went away. So you either have to get Botox or facial surgery, right, Shane? Which do you prefer, all natural, or do you want a woman to have plastic surgery to keep up the looks?
All natural.
There we go.
My ex-wife had prosthetic titties. They're nice to look at, but they ain't no fun.
Yeah, they just kind of sit there. They don't move. They're just kind of barely. Ba-boom, boom. You want the ba-boom, 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 or boom, ba-boom, depending on which way you
say all that crap either, but I don't want that. Don't beat out of me. I want to.
No, you know what? That would be fun.
For you, not so much for me. I got 2 black eyes and my ears hurt.
A boob beating. No. All right. Back to PG.
It took Tammy in here to get the train wreck.
Thanks, Leisha.
And you wonder why I didn't want to bring her on.
Shane, you know that makes you happy. You know, you like to, I'm one of those love-hate things that you love to hate me. If I was gone, you'd
more and more every day.
You would miss me if I were gone, Shane.
He would.
Yes.
He likes the banter. He pretends he doesn't, but he is all about it. He's all about pushing buttons and having his buttons pushed.
Do you know what, Leisha, I noticed about him? He's very quiet and sneaky in the attack, too. He's not one of those loud and obvious ones, right?
Well, with our family he is, but I'm sure here he's a backdoor sneak. Yeah.
You know what I think he does?
You're not making me sound any better.
This is what he does. I think that he's sitting there on camera, and then when he schemes and he has a great idea, he goes dark on his camera and he picks up his phone to text Mike and other people and starts at it, doesn't he? Like the back door to trigger people.
Yeah,
sure. See that? Is that right, Shane?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You know him so well. You know him so well. I love this. Do you know I eat this up because what she says, I would believe way over what you say, Shane. And I've got way more experience with you than this one.
I'll remember that next time you call me, ask me for information. I'll damn sure help you.
Oh, he does help me. No, I have to admit that, Alicia, I do call him for help and to settle me down sometimes. And he is good at that too. I would definitely agree with you on that. He's always had a calm demeanor when it comes to the face of conflict. And I actually just texted him earlier today that this year that's something I want to work on is my positive conflict resolution, because I'm not good at that. And there's no way to practice it because it's always you're in the conflict when you're trying to positively get out of it. And so I can't practice it. I need lots of practice. Maybe we could practice on each other because I need that too. And I get it from Shane. And I'll give you another example. Like today, and Mike, this really, so I text all this stuff to Mike. It's like this long, seriously. And you know what he texted back? Wow.
One word.
One word. Wow. And I'm
you know why?
Oh, why?
A man's attention span is this long, and you text him this much. That's 4 days worth of attention span.
So, Alicia, maybe I need
the hell are you thinking?
Because it was subject separated in professional paragraphs with punctuation and everything. And I thought, he can skip from one to the other and answer each succinctly. And it was a wow. And that's all I got. So I need a woman that I can. Let's work on that together, Alicia.
Yeah. No, I'm that way too. My husband always, he'll text me a one-word response. I'm like, I just asked you 10 questions. I need like 10 responses.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me explain why. I get that every day and I get my ass chewed every day.
Tell him.
If I'm busy and I give you a one-word response, like, cool. That means, okay, I have read it. I acknowledge you. You're going to have to give me a bit because I'm busy. Now,
then you can just say that.
Text right back looking for confirmation. I'm going to give you another word. That ought to be a hint. I'm busy. I will get back with you. I promise. Well, not everybody's going to promise, but for the most part, I try to get back to people. But after 5 or 6, so then I got this one smart ass girl. She texts me back a paragraph, one word at a time. And she goes, how does that feel, Mr. One Word? And I'm thinking, I'm going to break your damn fingers.
Well, I don't know.
So I got my point back at me, and so now I try to be a little more thorough.
Listen, this is what's amazing, though, Shane. Okay, so women need to get it out, and a one-word answer is never. That's not communication. That's almost like, okay, I heard it, but you know what? Pshaw, off to the side. I'm too busy. I have other things to do. But Leisha, when a man is sick or a man needs something, what do they do? Tell me, Leisha.
They milk it. Gosh, do they milk it? Yeah. But you know what? I find it so interesting about the man-woman thing. I actually really, really enjoy taking care of a sick man. I do.
Yes.
I baby my boys, and I think that's probably. I know, but seriously, I think that is part of the interesting difference between male female. You guys look and seek that. Me, if I'm sick, I'm still taking care of everybody else, and I'm not going
Right.
to say a word because I don't want anybody paying me that type of attention because it is annoying almost. Like I got it. Like, unless I'm dying, I got it. Like I don't need you to hold my hair or make me lunch. I got it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. However, when we do reach out, Shane, we need, it's like a flower. If you don't water that flower, guess what happens? It dries up, crumbles up, and goes away. If you water the flower, you'd be surprised at the garden that you would have at your fingertips and the entertainment you would have.
Yes, yes.
Well, if
absolutely.
I just water that one flower, how in the hell am I going to get a garden out of that damn thing?
Well, you haven't tried it yet, obviously.
You have to water it and see what happens.
Leisha? Yes. See that? Oh, Captain Finger's doing the finger on his own show. I'm very sorry. Zip.
I would guarantee one thing: you won't see that very often. I promise.
So true.
I wrote this when I was 12 years old, and it's dumb. But Alicia has lots of them really good. But I wrote this when I was 12 years old. Love is like a rose. It's a beautiful thing till it's abused. Then all that's left is its memories.
Oh,
yeah.
Poetic.
And it's a fact.
Poetic.
Yes.
Poetic. But I think we meander through life and relationships, and we get in ones because there's an attraction. So obviously you have to have the attraction first, right? Sure. And then we jump in and then we think, okay, the next step is marriage, commitment. And you laughing at me, Shane?
I'm laughing with you right now. Trust me, I'm about to cry.
Okay, good. Get your tissues ready because this is very serious. But and that's what people do. They jump in, and then years down the road, you're thinking, what the heck am I doing? Because the communication lacks, and then anniversaries or, birthdays come, and then you start taking each other for granted. And then, the divorce rate is sky high for a reason. So I think that you're better off in life. And I'll say this from experience, that you get to know somebody and you become friends and you develop that relationship. And then you decide if you would be able to tolerate them in the long run or not, and then get married. Because, as we were growing up, we're told, okay, you go to school, you go to college, and you either pick a career, you become a wife and a mother, right? There was no time to so-called waste. And I think that was a big disservice to women, because women, agree, Shane, why I'm saying this, do this. Women were forced to have families, careers, and all that kind of stuff, right? Because we had to do it all, and we still are made to do it all. And like Leisha said, even when she's sick, and I agree with that, when we're sick, we still take care of everybody, but we don't want to take care of anybody to take care of us. So we have that almost armor on that we have to be tough all the time, right, Leisha?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And I definitely learned it from my mother. And another interesting fact on this marriage thing and why the divorce rate is so high, I don't know if anybody's ever thought of this, but we as humans have started living so much longer. So in the past, when you were getting married as a teenager, because that's what used to happen, you were getting married at the age of 15, 14, 16, whatever, but you only were living to like 35. So you were only getting that marriage for, 15 years? Maybe 20. So the fact that we are now living till we're almost 100 and expecting to be married for 60, 70 years is almost like an impossible feat. I just don't know that we were designed to stay monogamous for that long. That's a lot of years. Now, people do it all the time, and by God, I'm going to do it. I hope. I'm going to damn sure try.
Yeah.
But, I mean, God, it ain't easy, and I have to choose it every day. Even every day I have to make a choice that this is what I'm doing. And I'm committed. And sometimes it's not even about love anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you get as ugly as me, you don't get that choice anymore. You find somebody that likes you, you like them back, because shit, this may be your last chance.
No, Shane, you are adorable. I swear, you have an attraction. You have a charm about you. I wouldn't say that at all. You have it. But you stop and think about it, you guys. We don't even like ourselves for long periods of time.
Sure.
Right? So
Yeah,
how are we going to like somebody else for the long periods of time? We fight with ourselves.
Yeah. No, I think you definitely, or at least for me, I'm choosing, regardless of how he meanders through his own personal life, I'm going to choose to love him and try to see him through the same eyes that his mother sees him through. So, as creepy as that sounds, oftentimes when I'm super mad at him, I will think, what would his mom say to him? How would his mom approach him? She would never give up on him. You're always going to encourage better behavior, and you're going to forgive. And so I think that's what's helped my marriage last so long. Cause I think there's 1,000 opportunities that we had to dissolve and not do this. And it's been hard, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is. Shane, thoughts on that, mister? Or you're going to leave that alone?
Yeah, I've got a few.
Should I drop down now so you can let other people in? I don't want to
I don't have anybody in the background.
overstay
That's why I dropped the link a couple times, hoping like hell somebody'd show up.
Well, I did.
I'm teasing.
Gosh.
No, me and Mike was
Go ahead.
talking about guns earlier, so I wanted to show him a set of guns that will floor him.
Guns.
Could be.
Working out guns, right, Leisha? That's what
I
I'm
did
thinking.
get
Not the
somebody
pew,
to
pew,
jump
pew.
in, so I'm going to show these guns, and I've got another guest, but you can stay, Tammy.
Okay, thank you, Shane. I'll behave.
Just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit.
Hey,
My gosh, Shane,
Oh,
you are in so much trouble. Why do you have these photos?
ooh, baby, look at that arm.
Okay.
Girl.
look at the forearm on that dude.
Whoa.
I do look like a dude. You need to. Okay.
Dude looks like a lady.
Hey,
You
I
got
was
nice legs. You got
I'm
nice legs
super
there.
nice to you, and I shared all my photos with you prior.
Yeah.
You are
At
not
least
being
you're mostly
fair.
at least you're mostly dressed.
You are not being fair.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's young. That's young and
Hey,
dumb.
here's the deal.
Okay.
My sister is a beautiful woman, and she deserves to show her prime. And here's why. And I don't mind showing it because beautiful lady.
Yeah.
And one day we will not have our beauty, and we
Yep.
will wish we had it back.
Yep.
Trust me, if I could go back to my beauty days, it was wonderful. But everybody got tired of taking pictures of my mom's belly. So we had to quit that back when I was looking.
Shane, that's so true. And you know what? See, that's the kind of sweetness he has, Leisha, that endears you to him and sucks you in. Because
Sure.
he's right, especially women. Guys aren't as hard on themselves as women are. Women are tough on themselves. When we're 18 and built like a brick shit house, we don't appreciate it because we don't have the brains. Then we get older and we don't have the body, but we have the brains. So then we got to
Yeah.
work to get the body. So then when you have body and brains, guess what happens? Guys get intimidated and can't handle it. So, I
Just
mean,
too much.
it's a lose-lose, Leash.
It's just too
Well,
much.
Jim, on that note, do you fit right in yet?
Hey,
I think so. I'll tell you, it's good to marry a woman that has brains. It really is.
Yeah,
It is.
because it's long lasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you get old, as long as you still need a good mind. Hey, Alicia, what do you think? I'll be 61 in a few weeks.
You look fantastic. I wouldn't have guessed you to be in your 60s at all.
All my hair.
Oh, who cares about hair? Shane doesn't have hair and he's
Thank
not
you.
60.
I ain't had hair since I was 38 years old.
Well, I started working out when I was like 12 or 13 years old. My dad had a nursery, tree farm, and he had this equipment. I don't know if anybody is even familiar with it. They're called Howard rotovators. So they didn't have these narrow farm tractors back in the 60s. When people grew nursery stock, they used walk-behind equipment called a Howard rotovator, where it's a machine that weighs, depending on the engine, 750 to 820 pounds, and it's 20 inches wide. And when you get to the end of the row, you got to turn the thing around, and it's on two wheels. And I didn't have enough strength to do that, so what did I do? I had my dad go out and get a set of weights, And then I ran out of weights, and the bars started to bend. Then I had to get heavier weights, more heavy duty stuff. That's how I got into it. And I figure, hey, everything I do outside is hard physical labor. I move maybe 100 to 150 cubic yards of horse manure every year in a wheelbarrow with a pitchfork and
Yeah.
spread it around newly planted trees because it's the best fertilizer. Yeah, I've seen you numerous times, Leisha. It's nice to see you face to face. Nice to see you again, Tammy and Shane.
Yes,
It's good
very
to see
nice
you
to see
too,
you, Jim.
I mean, that's basically all I wanted to say. I can get off if somebody else wants to get back on. But it's like, not to brag, but hey, being 60 and living at home, my gymnasium is in the basement.
That's perfect. That's all you need. And I feel inclined to make sure everybody knows that you don't have to go to a place. A
Nope.
workout is not a place. It's where you're at. You can do a workout right where I'm at. I could work out. So I'm proud of you. 47 years is a long time to stay fit, and I hope you continue to do that because I mean, you're only as good as your body is going to allow you to be. So staying healthy that way.
My dad made it to 96. He never lifted weights, but just he worked full time outdoors till he was about 82.
Yeah.
He passed away this past February.
My dad used to say, he goes, I always ask him, how are you so fit? Because my dad's really, really fit too. And he said, anytime I get bored or I need to exercise, I go out and I dig a hole. He would just dig a random hole with a shovel or a, post hole digger and fill it back in for exercise. Yeah. So I love that. I love that. Farm work for physical activity is probably bar none better than any gym you're ever going to find.
My wife's always saying, why go to a gym if you have well, she does stuff in front of the computer with lightweight. She's only like, 100 pounds. She said the amount of time it takes to drive to a gym and come back, you could do a workout. And she gets up at 3:00 in the morning and does cardio for an hour and a half with light weights. And then she gets a shower and she has to leave at like 6:30 to get to her office.
I love that.
Yes, I do too. And I was trying to tell Shane and Mike both, you don't need a gym. You can do push-ups, planks at home. Planks are a great thing to do. It works the entire body. Booty not in the air, nice and flat. Start at 30 seconds. What are you shaking your head like that for, Shane?
Because planks are tough. Trust me, I've tried it.
Yeah, I do.
Tell you what,
minute.
being 6'5",
that's a lot to hold up. It is.
It's a long board.
It is.
That
so
is a long board. And I'm going to tell you what, the only way I can do a plank is put a couple bricks under my hips to hold me up because there ain't no way.
Well, you can also do it on the forearms. So you can do the full plank like this, which is a lot in the chest, or you do the forearm plank, which gets your lats. So if you can do a plank, and you're laughing, I'm serious. Planks are good. You don't need a gym, and your core is the most important thing because that's the foundation and the connector between upper and lower body. That's why people start sinking in or guys start getting that big old belly. And then you start shuffling along and hunching over. You need that core to stay strong. So Leisha, right? Planks, push-ups. Yep.
I've always hated ab work. I've always had a body type that's I'm more into like heavy weights. It's a long story, but there was a guy I went to high school with who to this day, Victor Politage from Atherton, still holds a collegiate clean and jerk and collegiate bench press record. He got mixed up with Joe Weider, muscle builder and power. He's a world-renowned sports medicine chiropractor. Him and I have the same type of body type where I'm built more for really heavy weight and low reps.
I think that's if you were comparing our body types to any animal that's a working animal, like a horse or a dog. Every animal is bred different to either run or to lift or pull or whatever. And I think our body types are the same, and we should honor whatever type we're given. If you're a runner, run. If you're not, don't. I mean, do whatever it makes you happy and keeps you coming back, I think is important. So
my wife is ripped at 57. You can see her abs still.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well, listen, I'll get down because I know other people want to get on. Hey, and thanks for having me on. I enjoy talking to all of you. Have a good night.
I don't have any room, but all I'm going to say
Alan doesn't want to get on?
Excuse me?
I thought Alan might want to get on.
I dropped the link. There's no one in the back room, so you're more than welcome to stay for a minute.
Okay,
I got
thanks, Shane.
So I was gonna turn it over to Leisha. Don't let Tammy get out of line. If she does, just holler my name and I'll come over here and I'll just.
Tammy's never gonna get out of line. She's a nice lady.
BS. I'm calling BS on that right now.
Jim knows the truth.
She keeps Steel and Liberty Warrior afloat.
That's why you know she's full of BS right there.
There's good women behind good men. My wife and I have been married.
Thank you, Jim.
Go ahead.
I was going to say thank you, Jim, for that, because you know what? That's very true. It takes strong, good women behind men to help uplift them and keep them balanced. And look at Leisha's here supporting Shane, and look at that. It's amazing, you know. And you know, we've got a lot of good women behind the scenes on Liberty Warrior Nation too. And it's how it works. That's how it works best, I think, Leisha. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I you know.
A man's only as good as his wife. My wife and I have been married 32 years, almost 33. It's to the point she starts talking, I can finish her sentences.
Oh, that's incredible. I long and yearn to do that. Yeah, for sure.
And I think that it's great too when women, I'll tell you what, because when you have kids and you go through that phase, you go through a phase where obviously you're taking care of the kids. You're lucky to get a shower. You let yourself go, you know, because there's no time to stay cleaned up and all that like you'd like to. So I'm just going to encourage women. It's not just after you have kids, but as you get older, there is nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, your hair, your nails, working out. Take time for you because you sacrificed a lot of it when you had children or if you were working or because you were helping support your man. Mm-hmm. So now when it comes time, when a woman says, you know what, guess what? I'm going to take care of myself. If he doesn't support you, bye-bye.
The heck with him.
Right? Because you know what? We need that in our lives. We need that to feel good, to feel clean, to feel fit and pretty. Men age, it doesn't matter, right? Women age and oof, all heck breaks loose, right, Leash?
I do find men aging to be so attractive, and I hope that as I age, mine finds me as attractive. He says he's going to, but you never know till you get there, right? You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure he will, Leisha. I'm sure he will.
Well, if he
how many years has he been married?
If he don't, I'll black both his eyes. You'll be the best looking thing in the world.
Yeah. And that's what it is, because you know what, you know, my dad, you know, he's gone now, but I remember him and my mom were married. He was 17 and she was 15 when they got married, and they had me within a year of being married. So my dad always told me as my mom aged, he goes, you know what, Tammy, your mom has gotten older and, you know, obviously wrinkles, gray hair and all that. He goes, but you know what, it's all beautiful to me because I've grown with her. The beauty, like Leisha said, it left from our face and our skin and all that, but it was deeper. It was a deeper love and connection where the beauty came from the inside. And if we all can find somebody that we love like that from the inside, that's all that matters. And we got to feel lucky because, you know, life is just a blip and beauty is just a blip, and that's all it is. So don't settle, ladies. Don't settle.
All right, now it looks like we got people showing up again. So
okay, well, let me get out. I've been here a long time. I love you both, Shane.
Good night, Tammy.
I went
nice
to kiss him the other night, and he's like, "No." But you guys, good to see you, Leisha. Don't forget to email me. Love you guys. Bye. Kick me out. Kick me out.
Gladly.
I hate the term people use, men when they get older look distinguished. That leaves the women out. My wife takes probably 5 minutes to put her makeup on before going to work.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Hey, there's
that's all it
takes.
takes.
I had to take off and let other people in. Thanks.
Can you hear me?
All right, Jim. Thank you. Yes,
Bye,
Ruth,
Jim.
Thank you,
Hi,
Jim.
Ruth.
I appreciate it again. Ruth, how are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
We can hear you fine. See, Alicia, you're not the only one with technology problems.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm learning on the fly.
Well, You know, it'd be different if we had millennials all standing around us. We'd already have digital faces, but you know, memes all over us. But you know, it's
Can they
us
hear
older
you?
crowd. You know, it takes us a minute. So we try to give
Oh.
everybody a minute. Ruth, did you
But I
find your?
can't hear them.
Is your phone turned up?
Mhm.
Can you hear us now, Ruth? No, she still can't hear us.
No, having some issues. She did find her mic though. That was a good thing. And Red, you're more than welcome to come up also. I'm going to drop the link one more time, I think, for this evening, and we're going to call it quits. We're rolling
Yeah, I
up on
can't
2
hear
hours.
them.
What the hell did I do?
You've messed it all up.
No, I just hit the pulled up. Yeah, I did, but I fixed it. I ain't gonna make excuses. I screwed it up.
Everybody in the chat is really talking about this LWN workout. I think you guys should do it.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna have a cooking show, we might as well figure out how to get rid of all that damn weight we're gonna put on.
I mean, absolutely.
You think we could get what was her name, Denise Austin, to come do that for us? And we're gonna have a Alicia come show us how.
Hey, I'll lead you through a workout.
You'll be in those leotards with the thong on the outside like she used
No.
to do. And
No.
Can
Thank
you hear
you.
me?
thank
Yes,
you.
Ruth,
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay. Finally got it. Thanks to my
Okay.
daughter.
How are you
All right.
tonight, Ruth?
I just wanted to tell you guys good evening, and you guys, this show is a wonderful show. I love it.
Oh, that's
It's so
awesome.
nice and funny, and people need stuff like this.
I
Well,
agree.
And I'm trying to put something together that if politics come out, fine, great. If they don't, fine, great. If news comes up, great. If they don't, great. I'm trying to put together something that's relaxed. We just visit. Something for everybody to do because everybody is bored out of their gourd after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I was having a little bit of trouble, but this is my first time calling in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Well,
that's
it's your first
awesome.
time successful, yes.
Are you holding a kitten? Do I see
I
a
have
cat?
my cat here because he was wanting up here with me.
I love cats. I have a cat that is 18 right now.
Yeah, my cat here had a little issue. Like he had a stroke or something. All
Oh.
he was doing was going around in circles and
Oh,
couldn't find out where to go and everything like that. So
is he doing better now?
I don't know what happened to him, but I took him to the vet, and I was thinking he was either having seizures or he had a stroke.
Yeah,
But I think it was a stroke.
poor little guy.
So
How old
he
is he?
still goes around in circles once, but then he can find me, but he can't find food sometimes, and I got to show him.
Oh, well, I'm glad you have him. He looks like a sweet one. Look at that little guy. I can almost see his face.
Yeah, I saved him from being outside and everything like that in 2018.
Nice. I love cats. They have such different personalities.
I named him Charlie after my husband passed away in 2015, so I named him
Aw.
Charlie.
Oh, well, that's such a great tribute. Nice to have little Charlie around. Shane, you have cats, don't you? No?
I
What
had
was
some,
that?
I had some feral cats around, and I fed one, and the little kitten come up, and she didn't have a voice hardly at all. I mean, you couldn't hear if she screamed. You really had to be paying attention. And matted eyes, she was gnarly, and I called her
Yeah.
Bone. She was skin and bone, so I crushed up some aspirin, put in her water, and started feeding her, and she hung around for a long time. I don't know what happened to her, but she was so friendly that she had a mother and 3 baby skunks she'd bring up to eat with her. And she thought she wanted to come in the house, so I opened the door for her one time. So I got extra company.
Did you
It's
know
very,
that
do what?
go ahead.
It was very interesting trying to corral them out of the house without getting a new
Sprayed.
perfume. And they hung around for a long time. And then she decided she wanted some coons to hang out with her too, raccoons. And so I had a mother and a father and 5 baby coons hanging out with them. And I thought, this is the worst petting zoo you could think of. And I've got a mama deer that always has twins down in the hole too. So I'm feeding the whole damn mess. And I'm going, okay, this shit's got to stop right here.
You got it from mom.
And then this little feral cat that got real friendly, she ended up disappearing. I don't know if she got in a trash can, a dumpster, and the trash truck come by and hauled her off. I don't know. She just quit showing up. So it made it pretty interesting when I quit feeding, and all these other critters still went fed.
Mm-hmm.
So I fed them till the cat food was mostly gone, and then I didn't open that back door much except go out and water my plants and run back in before they got to me. Yeah, they was friendly. All them baby skunks come right up to you and want to rub on you. And they hadn't got their scent yet, so it was pretty cool. You can pet them.
That's what I was going to say. You can actually get a license to own a skunk. You can only have one, but and they remove all their smelly parts and
all their scent. The judge here in town I went to school with, he's my age. He used to do that when he was younger. Yeah. So I was going to get a hold of him and do it, but the mama, she wasn't as friendly. She'd come in, snoop around, look for something to eat. If not, she'd go wait by the back door. I would gladly let her out.
Yeah, this cat here, I was feeding him for a while outside, and he would always put his 2 front paws up on me. And then one day he jumped just clear up in my arms and put his head just right on my chest. And I said, that's it. You're coming in the house with me.
Yep. They deserve it. They're such great creatures. I love cats. Love dogs. I love all animals, but yeah, I really love cats.
I don't want any more pets to speak of due to I don't want to be tied down to something that if I decide I want to jump on a plane or go somewhere like Oklahoma City or Texas or Kansas, or I don't want the burden of having that. Trust me, I've had some great animals, and I love animals.
Yeah.
I just don't want that. I say burden. I just don't want that responsibility. My kids are grown and gone, and I can go do what the hell I want now, and I really don't want nothing dragging me down that says I can't. Now, if I find a woman that does that, I guess I'd have to get rid of her. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah.
But it's one of those deals. When it comes to animals, I just don't love them, but I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I would have a house full of cats if I could.
Me too. Me too. Except litter would be everywhere. That's the only thing about cats. Oh, cat litter.
Oh, and then the males, they get all frisky and they decide they want to spray everything. And when it gets hot outside, I can't do that.
That's why you got to neuter them. You got to neuter them.
I neuter them all right.
Yeah, I had Charlie neutered just when I got him. Brought him in 2018.
Russian corn pop.
Right.
There's someone I don't see very often.
I had he didn't like that collar thing around his neck not to bother the area where he got the surgery at. So I went out and bought a baby onesie and put on him.
That was cute.
So he couldn't bother the stitches or anything on his stomach.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Yep, put a little diaper on. All right, Ruth. Well, we're fixing to, I'd say land this thing, but I think we're fixing to crash.
Yes. It was nice to talk to you, Ruth.
Yes, Ruth.
Nice
Thank
talking
you
to
very much.
you guys.
Take
too.
care of Charlie.
Okay, I will.
Okay, Ruth. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Ruth.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Bub, I got to get off here too. I got to run Bo's girlfriend home. So parental duties
Excuse
call.
me?
I said I've got to take a girlfriend home. Not my girlfriend, Bo's girlfriend.
Tell Bo to come here a minute.
No. Not at all. It's been fun.
All right.
Yeah, we'll chat later, probably tomorrow. See
All right. Well,
maybe
before
I'll
we
be back.
land this, give me final thoughts. Give me your final thoughts of the evening. What do you think?
My final thoughts.
Yes.
My final thoughts this year: spend time with your family, and love on your husband or your wife or your girlfriend. Commit. That's my final thoughts. I hope everybody will commit to the people that are in their lives.
Spend time with every person that you can get along with. Love them all the same.
Yes.
And bring this world back together instead of all the separation.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
is
sir.
my final thought with yours. Thank everybody in the chat for showing up. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Next week is going to be a little different. I don't know if I'll have my sister or not, but I've got something planned for next week that's going to be exciting, whether she's here or not. So please tune in next week, and maybe we'll have some fun. Got some new ideas I want to throw by you. So we'll see you all next week.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you all.
Night, Bub.
See you, girl. Don't forget, we do have tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Do Believe devotions will be in the morning. I think they're around 6 o'clock Mountain Time. We have the news that comes on, if I'm not mistaken, it's 11 o'clock Central Time that we will be going on. And then we have our Podbean that goes on at 3 o'clock Central. Trust me, guys, I have a hard time with all these time zones. So if you have any questions, go to libertywarriornation.com. All the information's there to find us. So just go there and hit it, and you can find us anywhere we're at. We will not have a show tomorrow night unless Shane gets frisky. But then we'll be back on our regular schedule come Tuesday. So anyway, thank you all. Have a good evening. Like I said, when I hang this up, I ain't got an ending right now. So when I hang this up, we are done. But once again, thank you all for showing up. Y'all have a good evening. Hope to see you all really soon. If I can remember how to get the hell out of here.